This is the same blood I like to use. It's going to be the same blood that's going to be in your package. It works really well. It's a slight mixture of store-bought and a little bit of tweaking from me. And what I do is I put a little bit of the red blood on my hands, if you can see that. Just put a little bit of the red blood on your hands, and then put the powder over, and it'll give you a little bit more color in your face. The color of a zombie, I suppose. And keep it from getting too white, which is something we don't want. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to zoom in and put the blood in. I'd put the blood in a cut looking area like this. Squeezing it out really gently. And the small cut we made, we'll put it in this hole. And not just that, I'm going to continue it in the kind of messed up, kind of puckered area that it made underneath it. Never squeeze too much. This is not really supposed to be looking like draining blood. It's only supposed to look like blood that's dried on there. Now, something that usually gives a pretty good scare is a little bit of blood from the nose. I like doing that pretty much because I would think that a zombie would bleed from the nose before dying, I guess. And we all like to have our own little thoughts. And see, you'd put blood anywhere that you see a little crease or divot, because that's what you're trying to show, the depth. And maybe your skin's starting to fall off. Who knows anymore? It's completely acceptable to come up with your own backstory. See how I'm kind of dabbing it? And see that one of the biggest things people want to do is just pour a zombie on pour blood on them to look like a zombie, and it's just, oh, zombie me up, pour blood all over me. A zombie wouldn't really have blood all over them. They'd, you know, have little areas where blood has splattered. Kind of like if you were eating a really messy sandwich and they'd have smears. And then maybe, you know, a little bit of blood would trickle down from their mouth. But it wouldn't be a really thick blood, since they are always rubbing up against stuff. Kind of imagine, like, arr, arr, arr. You'd have like a messy mouth, like that. Less pouring of it and more dabbing of the blood. And now from that, half of a half gelatin, a little bit of blood, and some cream makeup that you'll have to find on your own. You could make this. And you see how it looks really disgusting and kind of pops out and looks really nasty. And like I said, I barely used any of the gelatin. You can section off this face right here. And it'll look a lot better once the blood dries and it isn't so shiny. But this is how it comes on, and when it dries it darkens and it'll look a lot better. If it doesn't darken to your pleasure, get a little bit of black mascara and kind of slightly go over it and make it look like it's congealed. I also have plans to offer some congealed blood, kind of smaller things that you can add to your kit if you feel like it. I still haven't decided the prices or what exactly I'll be offering, but so far the list includes thick gel blood, stippling sponge, and extra latex, and a product known as sorbitol, which will replace the water, not completely but mostly, and also make it a lot better in hot areas, and it'll make your gelatin last a lot longer. I'm going to continue speaking to you like this, like a zombie, and then I'm gonna be on my way.
The great Hojo will perform a feat of prestidigitation.